When it comes to the super obese,
I feel really sick.
these people are too big, even for the biggest loser.
I saw a photo of myself out with friends and I realised how big I was and, you know, how far from normal that I was.
They are eating themselves to death, and that's why we're here. Each of these Australians has joined trainer Lee Campbell on a life-changing journey.
Get up, excuses out the door.
For some of them, it's also been a lifesaver.
Everything starts as a dream, mate. You just got to make it a goal and then put it into action, I think.
With phenomenal results.
I did everything to make everyone happy when I was a big person. Now I do everything to make myself happy.
My strength is phenomenal now. As long as you get to the end of it and go on, I've given it all I can, you're a winner.
I just sort of know, like, within myself, I'm not going back there. So it's just full steam ahead from here.
At 235 kilos, life was a chore. When I look back on it, I can't believe what I've done in the 12 months.
Tonight, the season finale.
I want to have babies and get married. I know that in the position I'm in, that wouldn't happen.
This is 22-year-old Bonnie Cools.
The bit about me that I really don't like is this entire thing, this thing.
Bonnie stacked on weight in her teens. And from there on, she got bigger and bigger and bigger.
I think when I was younger, like 14 or 15, I wasn't as big as I am now, but I was really conscious of my weight, and I had lots of pressure from people around me to fit in and be normal and accepted.
Now, her obesity makes Bonnie the target of cruel public ridicule.
People can't help themselves but make rude comments, and it's hard because, you know, they're comments made, you know, solely on my appearance, and they don't know me or know anything about me, so it's hurtful.
What about a boyfriend?
Yeah, of course I would like a boyfriend, you know. I was engaged at the start of last year, but that ended because, you know, he was a skinny, tall boy and he had beautiful friends who didn't accept me, and it was an issue. The influence from his friends and family and the flack he was copying, it took its toll, which sucks, you know.
Bonnie is now single, but she longs for the love of a special man. There are, however, fears.
I'm really scared to have a relationship with someone now because I don't want to get hurt like that again. I don't want to be an embarrassment to someone. I know that they'll never accept me 100% because I'm a big girl, and solely because of that. You know, I don't fit in with how they think I should look, so, you know, I'm different.
What Bonnie also longs for is the regular things that regular girls her age do. Like shopping in a regular clothing store.
Very small, extra large.
It is a very, very small, extra large.
So is there a big sense of loss around that for you? Like, I'm really missing out?
Yeah, there is, and I live with someone who's completely in love with clothes and fashion and shopping, and so I think I tend to dislike shopping. I hate it. It stresses me out to the max, and it's something I don't enjoy. You know, because I know this is going to be a disappointment for me, and so I just avoid it.
What's the hardest? What do you face?
I don't like my boobs, I don't like my bum, I hate my belly. I'm super self-conscious now. I look in the mirror and I'm disgusted by what I see. I don't want to be like this, like 100%. I can't live like this because I don't like myself anymore.
Now Bonnie's life is about to get a complete overhaul. In the next hour, we'll put her through 300 days of intensive physical and mental training.
Get up, get up, get up, you're there.
This is the true story of a young woman desperate to lose weight and find love. A woman whose problem right now is simply too big.
You going to mug me?
I'm not going to mug you.
Is that gorgeous or what, eh?
And I believe I can run a decent marathon.
Thank you very much.
Download Veely now.
22-year-old Bonnie Cools lives in the upmarket suburb of Unley in Adelaide. Her dream is to one day become a fully qualified nurse.
I love working with the oldies and you know, I'd love to do paediatrics and work with babies and stuff.
But it's tough when this is all patients see.
I kind of feel like people must look at me and be like, how are you a nurse? I just feel like people doubt your ability to pass judgment on them for being unhealthy when I'm unhealthy myself, and I feel like a hypocrite, so yeah.
Her biggest supporter, though, is super slim best friend and flatmate, Laura.
Laura is very, very little. She's very thin and she's quite tall and beautiful, and you know, I know people have made comments of like, oh look, it's the fat and skinny team. Isn't there a tag on it?
You don't feel confident? Oh my god, that is so perfect. Bonnie is an amazing person. She's the closest friend, like more than a friend to me, she's like a sister.
Now, years on, the two are inseparable and they just love to party. For Bonnie, that means always putting on a happy fat girl facade.
I think when I meet new people, especially boys, I feel like I always have to be, you know, really happy and bright and bubbly, and, you know, because people aren't going to look at me first.
But often the happy facade breaks down. And the cruelty of what her size is costing Bonnie can't be ignored.
I've had people in the street, you know, be like, oh my God, watch out the way, you know, whoa, move over, the whale's coming. Someone will say something and I'll like run away and cry and, you know, be really hurt and upset. It's hard. There's always someone that will look at you funny or say something rude, or, you know, so some days it's not so easy to get up and put that happy face on and, you know, be the brave person that you're supposed to be.
She's got so much scars and that she's carried the whole way. Oh, she's just such a beautiful person. She has really been through so much.
Today, Bonnie is in for a shock as she meets the no excuses man charged with turning her life around for the first time.
The instant impression of Bonnie, she's a big girl. She's 22 years of age. What has she been doing for 22 years of her life? She's a big girl.
Walking up, I was very nervous and very apprehensive. I was quite scared.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hi, Lee.
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm here to make your life even happier.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Bonnie was a bit guarded when she first came in. She was nearly threatened by Met. First thing we're going to do is get on the scales and see where we are today.
Nobody knows how much I weigh. I don't even think my family would know how much I weigh. So to think of the whole of Australia knowing how much I weigh is scary, you know.
Okay, let's see. 145.7.
Okay. It's a confronting thing to talk about, you know, my weight and having it all laid out in black and white. It was confronting, and it is upsetting.
Bonnie, not good, but somewhere to start.
Yes.
Okay, off we get. Your waist measurement, 161 centimetres. Prones you more to illness, cancers, all of the above. You being a nurse should know better. She just needs to get out there and start exercising and start enjoying life and not having this, you know, little fat girl has to laugh the most to be accepted in the room attitude, which I think she's going to change very quickly. Tell me how you got into this position.
I saw a photo of myself out with friends and I realised how big I was and, you know, how far from normal that I was, and...
You're very normal.
I'm 22 and, you know, I like going out and dressing up and, you know, and I don't look like everyone else and I don't want to die at 30 of a heart attack. I'm studying to be a nurse, so I'm well aware of the health implications of being overweight. So, you know, having diabetes and getting heart disease, and, you know, I know it can lead to death. I want to have babies and get married, and, you know, I know that, you know, in the position I'm in, that wouldn't happen. So, you know, that upsets me as well.
What I see is a beautiful young lady who has so much to offer and so much energy and so much care and love that she's afraid to give that to anybody. And so she puts this facade around or up to block it out.
When do you start taking ownership?
Now.
Now? This is the first time she's really had to confront it. This is the start of the end of her old life and the start of her new life. What are you committed to do and committed to me to do?
Whatever I have to.
Whatever you have to?
Whatever I have to.
Anything?
Anything. Anything.
Come on, we can do this.
I'm scared that I'm gonna get to 30 or 40 and have a heart attack and die.
Over the next 40 days, Lee wants Bonnie to lose 10 kilos.
Get up, get up, get up.
And that will take pain.
What do I need to do?
Nothing. It's not what you have to do, it's what I have to do.
Thank God.
"22-year-old Bonnie Cool's first step on the scales has been a tearful wake-up call.
145.7.
Okay. It's a confronting thing to talk about, you know, my weight and having it all laid out in black and white. It was confronting, and it is upsetting.
When do you start taking ownership?
Now.
Now? This is the first time she's really had to confront it. This is the start of the end of her old life and the start of her new life.
Now Bonnie's life must change drastically, and that will begin at home.
Welcome, beautiful Bonnie.
Hello.
Look what we've got for you.
Wow.
Fresh fruit, vegetables, all your new diet.
Looks great.
Yeah, it does look great.
I eat too much. I don't exercise enough. I probably drink too much alcohol. I'm a procrastinator, and there's always a reason why, you know, I can't just go and do something.
Do you cook much now to cook this food?
I do. I love cooking.
Oh, fantastic. So this will be easy for you. The food's
Yeah,
going to be
I
very
love
easy for you.
cooking.
Yeah? Talking about eating and drinking, socialising, what about the drinking part now?
I think for me it would be easier to just not go out. You know, try and limit it.
But you've still got to socialise. So if you
Yeah.
do go out and you do have a drink, have one for one. Have a glass of water first and then have a glass of alcohol. Bonnie needs to be headstrong in this situation because, you know, that one drink makes a big difference at the end of the day when she's has to be very disciplined and focused on what her job is. But right now, I need you to go and get changed because we're going to go for a workout.
Cool.
Bonnie, this is where your life's going to change out here. Back down the bottom of the stairs and back up.
I don't feel comfortable going to the gym. I get embarrassed and, you know, I feel like everyone's looking at me and judging me.
Okay, I want you to squat. 1 and up. She's only just discovered the park a week ago. That's 2 blocks from your house. What have you been doing? How much are your legs working?
Pretty hard.
You feeling that now?
Yeah.
This is just going to fall off you. Bonnie is very motivated. She's just got to get out there and start doing things and pointing that energy in the right direction and getting her life going forward, not using, you know, the cliches of that she's lived by walking down the street and people making fun of her anymore. All the way around the oval. How quick do you think you can get around there?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. All right, I'm going to give you 3:20.
Okay.
And how are you feeling?
A little bit puffed.
Yeah? You want to keep up with me if we need to make it on time? You know, Bonnie spends most of her time indoors, inside, hiding under this mushroom or canvas of non-reality. So my philosophy behind her is getting her outside, getting to let her understand who she is. And so she can become, again, this female that she portrays that she is to everybody else. Here we are back to the start, Bonnie.
Yep.
What do you think?
5 minutes.
Do you? 5 minutes 20.
He's really positive and motivating, and, you know, he makes me feel like I'm going to do well.
But Bonnie has already worked out that this will be a very lonely journey where excuses won't cut it.
My biggest challenge for losing weight will be being motivated to get up and do stuff and exercise and, you know, not make excuses for myself of why I can't do it.
Lee has set Bonnie a weight loss target of 10 kilos in 40 days.
I think she's all over this because now she's motivated. She understands how important it is to be healthy and happy and not just fat and happy.
Bonnie says she loves to cook and she'll need to do plenty of that as she tries to curtail her social life and avoid temptation.
If you were to sum up to me, what do you think the problems are that you're having with your eating?
Like, don't eat all day, and then at night time I have a huge big binge, and then I just feel sick because I've eaten too much.
Okay, well that's one thing we want to change.
Yeah.
We want to try and take your calories and spread them over the course of the day. I think one of the things for her that's really tricky actually is learning how to have her social life, be young, have fun, be out and about, but also know how to eat healthily and make that work for her within her lifestyle.
But 3 weeks into this weight loss journey, her best friend is tired of the new Bonnie.
She gets very upset over little things and she shouldn't, but I'm very confused about the changes. I'm worried about the friendship, I guess. You know, she's the longest friend I've had and the strongest friendship I've had, and I don't want to lose that.
But Bonnie doesn't seem to notice her best friend's growing unhappiness.
Like, I've got lots of people supporting me and on my back constantly. Like, are you doing the right thing? I hope you've gone for a walk today. You know, are you eating properly? I do. I have a dozen people that are constantly reminding me, don't you do that? What are you doing? Like, you have to do the right thing, you know.
Too much? Do you think people harp at you too much?
No, I enjoy it. I like being kept in line. So today is Saturday, about 8:30, and Laura's getting ready to go out. And usually I would probably be going out with her, but I've decided to not go out just because it takes temptation away. You know, I'm not going to be tempted to drink, and I want to try and focus on what I'm doing.
What are you having for dinner?
Stir fry.
Oh, yeah, can you make extra?
No.
Why?
Because there's certain amounts of things that I have to have. I'm allowed to have 100 grams of meat, and I'm allowed to have half a cup of brown rice, and I'm allowed to have...
Double that up and then halve it.
Yeah, but it won't... Do you know what I mean? It's just easy to just make mine. I'll make you some afterwards. I feel like I'm treading water and I'm slowly drowning living with her because she is just... I'm trying to be so strong and so, you know, focused on what I'm doing, and she is just my mental well-being. My body is great, I feel great, you know, but I just mentally feel so challenged at the moment, and she's driving me mad. I felt grumpy this week because I've been a bit tired and I've been sick, so, you know, but you can't do that. I'm going to go somewhere else if you're going to be a twat. I'm going to make tea. I'm doing what I want when I want, which is not like me. I usually do what Laura wants when Laura wants me to do it. I'll be quiet. I don't care what it is, I like it.
I haven't had any takeaway in this whole time, have I?
Yes, you have.
When?
You had pizza.
Oh.
You've had heaps. You've had more takeaway than you normally do.
I have not. Yeah, I'm perfect. My name's Bonnie.
I didn't say I was perfect. I'm just saying you still have been eating junk food. Oh, don't push me. Stop. And I feel like she's setting me up to fail at every turn, and I can't do it.
Despite Bonnie's domestic conflict, she has to face her first weigh-in and the 10-kilo target Lee set 40 days ago.
So, Bonnie, it's time to be weighed. It's been 40 days. How do you think you're going to go?
I don't know, I'm scared.
Why?
Because I don't know how much I will have lost, so...
Do you think you've lost any?
I hope I've lost at least something.
And if you haven't?
I'm going to be very upset with myself. When I was about to stand on the scales, you know, I was petrified. I honestly thought that there was going to be little to no loss.
Step up. When you started this, Bonnie, you were 140...
5.7.
145.7. Step up.
When I was about to stand on the scales, you know, I was petrified. I honestly thought that there was going to be little to no loss, and the thought of disappointing Lee, it killed me. I was so scared.
When you started this, Bonnie, you were 140.
5.7.
145.7. $135.8.
10 kilos is 10 kilos, you know. He couldn't possibly be disappointed at that. And, you know, it just proves to myself that I am capable of this and I can do it, and with the effort, you know, I will do well at it. So, you know, it's just 10 kilos out of a lot more.
Good result for you, not good enough for me.
Yeah.
Next time we get to these scales, you've got to be under 120.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Don't let me down. Don't let yourself down.
Yeah.
Bonnie's done really, really well losing the weight that she has. She's not a super-sized girl, so she's going to find it harder to lose large amounts of weight like that, but she just has to keep chipping away at it and get there bit by bit.
Bonnie's friendship with flatmate Laura is fast disintegrating, but she's determined to use other friends to help her keep on track.
Chef salad sounds really yummy, Bonnie. Chicken tossed with garlic, prawns, smoked salmon, avocado on a green salad with balsamic mustard dressing. You could probably get it without the dressing if the mustard's bad.
I reckon I might just get the chicken salad because it's like the dressing's only balsamic.
Bonnie is determined to succeed and doesn't want anything or anyone getting in her way, especially best friend Laura.
I don't know, she's just upsetting me. You know, like, she's just doing the wrong thing. Like, at every turn, I swear, she's trying to, like, sabotage me.
What?
And she is. Well, I don't know. Like, there's something wrong with her.
Do you think that she's jealous that you've just got a spotlight?
Yeah.
She's starting to worry about whether or not she's going to be the hot friend in the relationship.
Well, that's kind of how I think. Like, the next door neighbour's son was like, oh, watch out, Laura. Like, she's going to be a super hottie. She's going to cut your lunch. Since I started this, you know, I have, you know, become more empowered in myself, and I feel so much more confident in my convictions, and I think I'm realising that I don't need her to tell me what to do, and I don't need her approval to be happy with what I'm doing.
Doesn't encourage you? Or?
Nah, and she's always like, you know, oh, I've got McDonald's, do you want some? Like, oh, come out drinking, like, and I'm not supposed to...
She knows that you can't.
Whatever, like, her just messing with my head, and that's what she's doing.
Because if you're putting all your time into worrying about how much of a bitch Laura's being, you're not thinking about making healthy choices.
And it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I need to be able to give it 110% and not be, like, mentally and emotionally drained by her.
Are you really going to move out?
Yeah, no, definitely. I've had enough. All right, have a good day.
I will have fun.
I love you.
I love you too.
The next day, while Laura is out shopping, Bonnie plans to secretly pack her bags.
I love you. That's goodbye for me, and she doesn't even know.
Bye. Don't eat the cupcakes.
I won't. And there's a huge likelihood that she's not going to want to talk to me. Or, like, when she gets home and realises that I've gone, and she'll know that she's been, like, set up. Oh, I think I'm going to cry. So today is the day that I'm leaving Laura's house. I'm moving out because I don't feel that we are good for each other at this point in time. I'm really trying to focus on the diet and exercise thing, and I don't feel like I can do that with her around. So I just want to remove myself and try and live in an environment that's going to help me make the most of this.
What happened there? Because you guys were the best of buddies.
We still are. We're still good.
Did you learn anything about that experience with Laura?
This wasn't something she could help me with, and she can't relate to what I'm doing. She doesn't understand. She's never, ever in her life once had to worry about what she eats or had to exercise. She doesn't have to think about it. So she's like, oh, really? It doesn't matter that much. You know, it was a big thing for me to be able to, like, pull away from her and do something for myself. And you can take that one too. And that one.
Yes, ma'am.
Really guilty. And I feel like I've betrayed Laura's trust, and I feel like she's not going to forgive me for doing this to her. Then also on the flip side, I feel relieved. I feel like a weight's been lifted. I just need to go and just have a break and regroup and get back on track. Love you, Daddy. I think the next step in my journey is something that it's not going to include Laura, which is upsetting because, you know, I always thought she'd be by my side every step of the way, and that's just not how this has worked out. When she gets home tonight and I'm not here, this is just going to hurt her.
Got home from shopping with my mum and there was a note on the thing and I read it.
You know I love you more than anything, and you are my best friend and such an important person in my life. I've had to make a decision that hurts and upsets me more than you could know.
When I first read the note, I was literally just like standing there going, and then I walked into her room and I was just like, oh, the flood of tears, and I don't think you should move out of someone's home by just packing up and leaving. You should talk to them about it or something. But everyone has their own decisions.
But will a new home and new flatmates really make the difference for Bonnie? Or is this just another excuse to avoid Trainer Lee's relentless pressure?
Your goal was to run in the oval in
3 minutes 20.
3 minutes 20.
It's 3.5 months since Bonnie set a goal of running around this park in 3 minutes 20 seconds. The last time she tried, she managed just 5 minutes 20. But has she done enough exercise to get anywhere near that goal?
Go. My philosophy behind her is getting her outside, opening the view up of the world again, and so she can become this female that she portrays that she is to everybody else.
No excuses, remember?
What we're dealing with here is a girl that's got confidence, but it's a superficial confidence. She portrays this overwhelmingly happy, vibrant girl. In actual fact, she's got a lot of pain behind there, a lot of hurt.
All right, Bonnie, here. 3 minutes 50. Do you think it's acceptable? You made that goal for me.
Yeah.
She started off like a bull at a gate, and she knew within herself, within that first step, that she'd failed. Maybe he won't see this, maybe he won't understand. Have I confused him enough that he won't bother about my first goal? No.
What is it? Bonnie, what is it? Bonnie.
I'm the #1 runaway, and, you know, I don't want to run away from this because it doesn't get any better than this, you know, this is it. And this is, you know, do or die kind of thing, so I don't want to run away, I want to, you know, make it work.
I'm not letting go. I'm not giving up. You've let me down. You told me 4 weeks ago you're prepared to change. You're prepared to do everything.
As a person, Bonnie will find it very difficult in her life to achieve anything if she keeps walking away from things that she thinks are too hard. You know, everyone has hard times in their life, everyone has demons they have to fight, but Bonnie won't accept any of them and she won't confront any of them, so she will always run away and quit.
We move on from here. I want you to walk middle of the ground there, do whatever you need to do, come back. We've got 3 minutes 20, all right? Off you go. Walk over there. Come back, the new person, Bonnie.
If I have to be tough and I have to give a tough love, so be it.
I'm not going away. Okay. What's your fear? What is it?
I'm failing.
You made yourself fail. You made yourself fail for here today. What do I need to do?
Nothing. It's not what you have to do, it's what I have to do.
Thank God. It's what you have to do. What haven't you done? You haven't been honest to yourself. This isn't a romance novel, this is real. You want a better life? You want to change your life? You want to be a better person? You've got to do it.
Yeah, I know.
But rather than confront her lifestyle head-on, Bonnie's found an excuse to pack up her belongings again. And this time, she's moving to Sydney, leaving what she believes are her biggest temptations behind.
I came to the realisation that I'm very easily influenced to do the wrong thing, and all of my friends, I just feel like none of them are supportive how I would like them to be, and I get sidetracked and I run off the rails a little bit.
And while she might think that running away is the answer, there's no escaping trainer Lee and her second weigh-in.
Bonnie, welcome to Sydney.
Great.
Bon, you're here, come on. Bonnie. What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter? Tell me. What's wrong?
I'm scared I'm going to put on weight since last time I was weighed.
I chose you for this because I know you can do it.
Yeah.
But I can't let you continue running away from things.
Yeah.
Bonnie's problem is herself. You want to look at someone who wants to sabotage your whole life and everything they do? Look at Bonnie. Look no further than Bonnie. Reality is she cannot handle the truth. So 135.7, step up.
Lee had expected Bonnie to be under 120 kilos at this weigh-in.
138.5. So Bonnie's put on 3 kilos of weight. For Bonnie to move forward, she has to, one, understand where she's with the psyche and how she wants to go about it emotionally. It's going to be a big emotional journey for her to get over this hump and then step forward and just achieve what we all know she can do. 138.5 is unacceptable. You can't go backwards when you're meant to be going forwards. Reality is you've got to stop running away and you've got to start moving forward. You can do this. All right, you have to have a good look at it. Every night there's a new goal. Every day you're going to go home now and you're going to write a new goal. Enough of the crap.
Yeah.
Success comes to those who want success and make success. You know, Bonnie wants it, she needs to make it now. And she's got the opportunity. There is no greater opportunity and time for her to step up to the mark and get going. She'll please me when she achieves her goal. And until then, I won't be happy. I love you, but I'm not going to put up with the tears anymore. All right? Truly.
Yeah.
And that shows in what you need to do. You're making me fail because you're not believing in me.
Yeah.
Go. Focus. We're running at this speed for a minute. Do not stop. You've quit your whole life. You're not going to quit now. We're going to keep going. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Bonnie, you hang in there. Bonnie needs to step out of the dark and into the light and just be Bonnie. Bonnie, you did it.
Of course I did it.
Of course you did it. Then why are you letting me down? Why did you go down that road? Hey?
But I'm silly.
Yeah.
And over the next few weeks, Bonnie will make huge changes in her life. Armed with a new self-belief, she takes on a live-in nannying job.
I'm loving being here, you know. I think I'm doing so much better. I'm so much happier and settled and a bit more mellowed out and not so highly strung. So it's nicer for me.
Decides to give slimming shakes a go.
They're okay. The chocolate ones are good. Strawberry ones are better. The vanilla ones are poo. Don't even bother.
And most important of all, for the first time in her life, she feels able to run around. So, takes on something she has always feared, a team sport.
She always felt cast out, alienated. She's always been stuck in this cliche of the fat, funny girl. Now she's out there, she's involved, she's part of the team, she's enjoying it, and this will change her life. This will make her understand the woman she is, and she's loving it.
Push again. Excellent. Hey? You're so strong. That's good.
I'm doing things now that I dreamed of doing and never thought I would do, especially not at this point, like playing team sport. It was something I wanted to do and it was on my goals, dreams list. And when the opportunity came up, I ran away because I was like, I'm not ready to do this. I'm not fit enough. I'm not, you know, I can't do this. I'm going to let all these people down because I can't do it. I can't. And then I can, and it's great, and I love it, and I've made friends, and it's social.
Okay, Bonnie, let's go. That's it. Right in.
Now this is where the real transformation starts to happen for Bonnie, because she's feeling wanted, she's feeling loved, she's feeling needed, she's embracing it all. She will actually run towards this and make this happen.
Bonnie might have won over the women's rugby team, but she needs her efforts to be reflected in weight loss and in being able to overcome new challenges.
Bon,
Yep.
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing it? Come on, why?
"22-year-old Bonnie Cools has never been a runner. She'd never even exercised until she began this extreme weight loss journey.
What do I need to do?
Nothing. It's not what you have to do, it's what I have to do.
Thank God.
To lose 22 kilos, it's taken her 20 weeks.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
But the girl who loves to drink and party has found the changes in her life
Come on, Bonnie.
almost too much to bear. And trainer Lee Campbell is not making it any easier.
Nearly 1,000 stairs to the top, OK? We're not going to stop the whole way. You find it in your heart how to get to the top.
That was like, holy shit. How am I going to do that? My favourite, stairs. We all know I love stairs. No, I hate stairs. They just kill me.
Bonnie's challenge is a trek through the bush and a stair climb, which is nearly 1,000 stairs to the top. Should be fairly easy for Bonnie because she's been training very hard. Should be a piece of cake. Slow it down.
I psych myself out and then I panic because I can't breathe properly. Like I work myself up until I can't breathe. I panic and it's really frustrating because it's a limitation of what I'm doing.
You've come all this way, Bonnie. Don't be disappointed with yourself. Bonnie she's at the crossroads now. She can really achieve a lot or she can let herself down in a big way in the fact of not being grown up and taking responsibility for who Bonnie is. Come on, Bonnie. Bon,
Yep.
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing it? Come on, why? This is what keeps stopping you achieving everything.
When are you going to take responsibility for yourself?
You know, I'm trying really hard to take ownership and make it me, you know. Like I just said, I can't blame anyone because the only person that can do this is me. No one can make choices for me. Like I'm nearly 23, you know. It's not Mum or Laura or the people who I live with or anybody. It's me.
What is it?
I'm scared I'm not going to be able to do it.
Come on, we're nearly there. Why don't you just give it to me for the top? Prove me wrong. Up to the finish. Archway's there. Come on, Bon. Get up, get up, get up. You're there. The finish is there, Bon. Well done. Well done. Have a drink. Bonnie will find it very difficult in her life to achieve anything if she keeps walking away from things that she thinks are too hard. She can achieve anything, and she's proven that over and over again. She just needs to accept it now and move on. So fantastic work, great effort. Well done.
Thank you. I'm really proud. 1,000 stairs. You know, I don't think I could have done 100 stairs 4 months ago.
But Bonnie knows that her chances of real weight loss success always fall apart without her trainer by her side to tell her she's doing all right. So Lee has decided to send her to a specialist weight loss centre for a month. And this time, she can't run away.
Okay, go for it. 45 seconds.
I don't want to fail. Like, I fail at everything because I let myself and because I make that an okay option. Like, I don't want to fail at this. At the end of the day, this all goes away and it's me that's left with the disappointment. I don't want to disappoint myself anymore because it's not a nice feeling and it's not something that's great to live with, you know. It makes it harder and it makes it even less motivating to do something about it.
She came in with a real feeling that she wanted to give it a go, and I think she had a kind of feeling that it was a bit of a last chance for her and she wanted to grab it with both hands. She's just had the fortitude to work through them this time and just come in with a fabulous attitude. So she's really just got that positive mindset to make things happen for her.
That's it. Well done, Bob.
22 kilos down before she started this intensive treatment, a much more positive Bonnie now has to face the scales that she hates so much.
So, Bonnie, we've been here just under 4 weeks now. You started at 123.2. And how much were you at your heaviest?
When I started the show, I was 145.7.
145.7. So do you want to see what you are now? Yeah? You ready?
We're about to find out if Bonnie has finally overcome her fear of the scales. It's 9 months since Bonnie Cool set out to turn her life around.
I don't want to be like this. Like, 100%, I can't live like this because I don't like myself anymore.
She started this challenge at more than 145 kilos.
I don't want to die at 30 of a heart attack.
And all she wanted to do was to be able to run around this.
Why is there an obstacle there the whole time? I've not put it there. I've only given you the tools to get over the obstacle.
And find a man to love.
I want to have babies and get married and, you know, I know that, you know, in the position I'm in, that wouldn't happen.
40 days in, Bonnie had lost 10 kilos and was right on track.
It's 10 kilos, you know, he couldn't possibly be disappointed at that.
But then she went off the rails.
138.5.
Besides the addiction to food, there was always excuses.
What is it?
I'm scared I'm not going to be able to do it.
So, trainer Lee Campbell sent her to a weight loss centre for a month. Now we find out if that worked.
When I started the show, I was 145.7.
145.7. So do you want to see what you are now?
113.9.
Yay! High five for me. Well done. So that's a difference of 31.8 kilos. That is amazing.
I've lost 30 kilos now since we started, and it's so much easier to do things now. Like, it's so much easier to say, I am going to keep doing it, because every kilo you lose is just that, like, little bit easier. You run that little bit further, you do one more push-up.
32 kilos.
It's like the goals that were set, like getting under 100 kilos, like that's only 15 kilos away. That's actually really achievable now.
Just astonishing, isn't it?
The time we spent with Bonnie was a roller coaster of emotion.
You made yourself fail. You made yourself fail for him.
And while it was a difficult road,
Up to the finish. Archway's there.
Bonnie's life has dramatically changed for the better.
Wow. Was I really that fat? You know, I was so oblivious to myself and my health, and I thought it was okay to be like that, and I was convinced that I was happy, and I was painfully unhappy. I'm not the same person as the person in this photo. This is someone who had no respect for their body and their life and had no thought for their future, you know. And it's someone I don't ever want to be again.
And now she's shedding her past life for good.
I don't have any hair.
And welcoming in the new and improved Bonnie.
I love her, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. I actually do feel like a different person now. I look like one too. I'm getting happier with with myself again. Like, I was really unhappy with my body and the way I felt about myself. I'm so proud of myself, and you know, no one can take that away from me. There will still be people that will judge me because I'm not skinny, but I'm happy and I think I'm beautiful and I've achieved so much. And I did it all by myself, and goodbye to this person.
Bonnie, you hang in there.
I've learned that I actually can do it. I had a huge fear of failure, which stopped me even trying.
Yes, Bonnie.
I have huge faith in myself now that I can do stuff, and I'm very capable, and you know, if you put your mind to stuff, it's actually not that hard.